Hello and welcome to the Butterfly Empire. It is me, the Butterfly Queen. And today, the one we are covering, I have saw in multiple places, and it got me interested to look into it, I guess you can call it. So, it is Herb Baumeister, and he is a serial killer. So, headline 10,000 pieces of remains found. Okay. The investigation is an Indiana serial killer, excuse me. Let me correct that. And he has gained renewed attention after more remains are found on the suspect's farm, where few of them have been identified. Okay. So, the Fox Hollow Farm was the home of the suspected serial killer Herb Baumeister in Westfield, Indiana. It's believed Baumeister targeted gay men, luring them from the bars to his home in the 1980s and 1990s, killing them and disposing of the bodies on the property. He was under investigation for about a dozen deaths when he died by suicide in 1986. The investigation began when Baumeister's 15-year-old son stumbled upon bones on the family 18-acre estate. The Hamilton County Coroner's Office has been working to give names to the remains of victims found on the sprawling estate. Officials say more than 10,000 pieces of remains have been recovered, including bones, fragments, and body parts. However, identifying who they belong to is difficult because many of the remains were found burnt, crushed, and it has made the investigation very challenging. Investigators believe that there are at least 12 victims, possibly more, though they have only positively identified 3. So here's what we know. Grisly discovery. On June 24, 1996, Hubert Baumeister's 15-year-old son stumbled upon bones on the family's 18-acre property in a remote wooded area of Hamilton County. The discovery took place about 60 yards away from the home. The Dayton Daily News reported that the 15-year-old found a skull on the property and showed it to his mother. At the time, Hugh Baumeister explained away the skull, saying it was part of his dead father's medical practice. Wait, what? It didn't seem out of character as Baumeister collected and kept everything. While discovering at the time would only merit a brief mention in the staff reports for the Indiana Star, who started the investigation. I am going to go look into this. That has me wondering, what did his fathers do? You know? Let me do some searching here. Don't know if I spelled that right. Oh, I did. Okay, we done hit a whole nother thing. Okay, so police found the remains of 11 men, only 8 identified. He was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. Keep calling India. On April 7th, 1947, the oldest of 4 children born to anesthesiologist. Oh, that's what his father did. Dr. Hubert Eugene Baumeister and Elizabeth Baumeister. His childhood was reported normal, but he began distinguishing antisocial behavior by the onset of adolescence. Friends later recalled Baumeister's urophilia, excitement of being of pee, how he used to ponder what it was like to be taste like. That is a no for me, and I'm moving on. Baumeister's behavior caught the attention of his father, who put him off to a mental examinations. Baumeister was subsequently diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and antisocial personality disorder. Do y'all not remember from my other ones where most serial killers have paranoid schizophrenia? Dude. Baumeister attended Indiana University for a semester before dropping out, but returned back in 1967. And in 1972, he attended a semester at Butler University. As an adult, Baumeister drifted through a series of jobs, making by a strong work ethic, but also by increasing bizarre behavior. He was only sexually intimate with his wife only 6 times in over 25 years of marriage and never saw her husband nude. What? Six months after his marriage, Baumeister was committed to a psychiatric hospital by his father for 2 months. His wife said he was hurting and needing help. In 1994, Baumeister's son had been playing in the family's wooden backyard when he found a complete, partially buried human skeleton. Baumeister explained to the family it could have been one of his father's dissecting skeletons. He had stored it in the garage and buried it in the garden after he was cleaning out the garage. Baumeister is also known as the I-70 Strangler. So, the killer met his victim in popular gay bars and other similar estates within a 4-block radius of Indianapolis. All of the victims were later found naked or partially clothed in their interior 70, often dumped in rivers, streams, and ditches. Each had been strangled to death. Thoroughly, officially unsolved, Baumeister was named the prime suspect in the case. According to the investigation, bodies related to the I-70 Strangler case stopped being found in 1991 after Baumeister bought the Fox Hollow farm, which he will use as a burial site for his victims. The body of 15-year-old Michael Sean Petrie was discovered naked June 16, 1980. Despite his young age, he was a male prostitute who spent most of his time around Indianapolis gay bars. He was reported missing June 7th, but 3 days later, he observed in different parts of the city riding along in a stranger's car. The cause of death was established with strangulation. No traces of drug or alcohol were found in his blood. The topless corpse of Maurice Allen Taylor, 22, was found July 21st, 1982, in the Weasel Creek of rural Hamilton County, Indiana, where his cause of death was not suffocation established. Law enforcement suspected that he had been strangled. Taylor was a vagrant who lived in the boiler room of an apartment complex in Indianapolis, and due to his financial difficulties, he offered sexual service around the gay bars. I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Delvoyd Lee Baker. Delvoyd. Have at it. Was found semi-nude near a river in Hamilton County, Indiana, October 3, 1982. While investigating his death, authorities located witnesses who stated Baker was seen on the evening of October 2 in downtown Indianapolis boarding a blue van driven by a young white male with a bushy mustache. The boy's parents told police that he had been riding his bicycle to the city corner on the night of disappearance, where he called home at 10:30 p.m. to inform that he was going to be late because he wanted to go to the cinema. It was later established that Baker had been cruising the Indianapolis gay bars for the last 3 months and had been prostituting himself. Michael Andrew Mick Riley, 22, disappeared May 28, 1983. Eric Allen Rowitzer, 17, vanished May 17, 1985. 29-year-old Michael Allen Mike Glenn, clad only in his underwear, was found in a ditch near Eaton, Ohio, August 15, 1986. James Boyd Robertson, Jr., 21, went missing October 15, 1987, around 10 p.m. Stephen Lynn Elliott, 26-year-old, clad in his underwear, was found August 12, 1989, in a rural Preble County, Ohio, near Interstate 70. Clay Russell Boatman, 32, a licensed practical nurse, disappeared August 14, 1990. Thomas Ray Cleveland, Jr., 18, vanished without trace September 6, 1990. Body of 42-year-old Odo Gary Becker was found in a ditch next to the gravel road, Henry County, Indiana, August 6, 1991. Okay. Now we are back to the Fox Hollow Farm murders. The Baumeister's purchased and moved to Fox Hollow Farms, May 1988. Excuse you. The home was built in 1978 and sold in 2009 for $9,870. The 18-plus acre bedroom, 4-bedroom, 10-bath. What? Why do you need so many damn bathrooms? The house was over 11,500 of living space, an indoor pool, a wet bar, and many unique features. This is also a 5-car detached garage with 2 floors and an outside deck, 2 horse stables, tack room, and an exercise ring. On June 24, 1996, investigators recovered human bone fragments of at least 11 people buried in the woods at the Fox Hollow Farm, an 1880 property owned by the Baumeister's off 156th Street in the Mine Trail in Westfield, Indiana. A new search on December 4, 2022, found 1 bone and identified 20 additional locations that might have been remains buried under the ground. Only 8 people have been identified since the initial discovery. An additional 3 remains are still unidentified, though, and they are all believed to be male and have been victim of homicide. Hamilton County Coroner's Office was appealed to the public, requesting anyone missing family members from the mid-1980s to the mid-1990s in the Indianapolis area to complete a DNA test in an effort to help to identify the victims. As of January 2024, this year, forensic experts continue working in an effort to identify nearly 10,000 human remains recovered from Fox Hollow Farm. John Lee Johnny Bayer, 20, went missing May 28, 1993, in Indianapolis. Jeffrey Allen Jeff Jones, 31, went missing July 6, 1993, in Indianapolis. Richard Douglas Hamilton Jr. went missing July 6, 1993, in Indianapolis. Richard Douglas Hamilton Jr. 20, went missing July 3rd, 31st, 1993, in Indianapolis. Alan Lee Livington, 27, also went missing on August 6, 1993, in Indianapolis. His remains were discovered in an initial search of the farm in 96, but remained unidentified until October 2023. Stephen Spurlin Hale, 28, went missing April 1st, 1994, in Indianapolis. Alan Wayne Broussard, 28, went missing on July 6, 1994, in Indianapolis. Roger Allen Goodlett, 33, went missing July 22, 1994. Michael Frederick Mike Kern, 45, was a homosexual man last seen March 1st, 1995. Manuel Resendez, 34, last seen August 6, 1993. Additional victim. Authorities have publicized and linked the unsolved disappearance of Jerry William Coomer, 34, to Baumeister. Williams Comer was last seen in Indianapolis on August 8, 1995, after his disappearance. So pretty much what I just read is investigators came to their house. Both Baumeister and his wife refused to allow the search to the property. By June 96, however, Julie had become significantly frightened by her husband's erratic behavior. After filing for divorce, she consented then to the search. Olivia, hush! But without warrant out for his arrest, Baumeister fled to... Hold on. Come on. Where he committed suicide on the park of Lake Huron by shooting himself in the head with a .357 Magnum handgun. Baumeister left a 3-page suicide note written on yellow paper. He regretted messing up the park, he wrote, and felt badly about his broken marriage and failing business, but he did not mention the remains of the victims to any crime. He described items to his trip, including his initiative to kill himself in a different place, but seeing children there had changed his mind. His final meal was a peanut butter sandwich. But that's all we got. So they're still looking for people. They are still identifying. And that is, folks. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. And seems pretty wicked. Bye. Have a good time.